Okay, welcome back. Now, as I expected earlier, the first planet we went and had a look at over here is a planet candidate for terraformable. Ow. So you said it's quite a nice little planet. This one is a water world, as I expected. This one here is pretty much nothing, so our next, which one we just explored, this one. Oh no, so we just explored that one, so we'll go to this one next. Oh. We'll go to this one next, and we'll have a look at this. Now, on this test, I'm actually currently running at 1920 by 1080 with 29.97 frames per second. So I want to just test how the quality is. I'll put this onto, it will go onto YouTube as well, and I'll put a brief description of how everything's done and how basically what the video is and what I can do it, what it is, and so forth. I'll ignore these two. Now that was kind of fun. But anyway, we'll go to this one here. It's not that far away. I just want to have a look at the quality, because currently it's sitting at 1920 by 1080 for 29.97 frames per second, and it's 28%. So I'm still in two minds of the quality. Do I go for a higher frame rate, or do I go for a lower frame rate, or so forth? So we'll classify this test 5 today. But I will be doing probably half hour to an hour long videos each night. So if you miss them, they'll all go straight into YouTube, or you can use my Twitch account, go to my Twitch account and see the videos post up there. They'll be running up there for 60 days. And as I said before, you can use my TeamSpeak server to chat to me directly. I'm normally on that during the day and at night time when I'm playing other games as well as Elite. I'll be on that as well, so you can, not paying attention, you can chat to me on that. So you can either leave messages in here, or come and watch me play live and leave messages here, or you can talk to me live as well. It's a high metal content world. Let's have a quick look at it, if it's terraformable or not. Now, if I am traveling for any part of space you want me to go to. Oh, another body for terraformable. I was thinking this one here might be terraformable, and this one wasn't expecting that one. I knew that would be a water world, but I didn't know that was going to be a terraformable one. So we'll go to our next one, which will be another high metal one, I'd say. We'll lock that into place. But before that was, don't worry about flybys. We could do a quick flyby, yes, why not? I want to test this out and see what it looks like with the sun on it as we do a flyby over it. I'll turn the orbital lines off, so all we get copying is the planet. Now what I'll do is I'll turn onto the external camera as we drift past. to have a look what it looks like on the external camera. I should have done this to the water world, but I wasn't quite sure about it. Oh, that looks beautiful. Is it my imagination, or is it better looking when the further you go out? That I don't know if it's a base on there or something else, or just a rock or glitch. But you can't land on this one, which is disappointing. Well, we'll continue on our journey. And we'll tag the next planet we want to have a look at. Oh, actually we've already tagged it, didn't we? Nope. I want to have a look at... We can always have... Next time I come across a good water world, or hopefully tonight when I'm drifting through space, we can come across it and have a quick look at it. That is nice. Bit of a glitch there in the graphics. Now, I'm hoping my head movement is smooth. If it isn't, I'll try to make it smooth if I can, or just slow it down or lock it into place. So, or use the head tracker locker, and so all you see is just one thing like you normally would see if you didn't have any head tracking whatsoever. Now, I don't mind you going into triple monitor mode, but unless I come across a really good system, I won't worry about it. I'll try to just run it like this, because most people only use one monitor. Yeah, it's a little bit, even using this, a little bit jerky, I've noticed. So if I'll lock head tracking tool, I need to use it, and we'll go from there, shall we? I think this is my hat. I think it's the best hat out. Now, why come on. Now, I will be showing you what my ship is going to be running like. Turn that back on. And what I'm running in my ship as well. I'll probably do that. Yeah, I might do that tonight. Now, let's go to... Whoa. Okay, stop it here. And we'll have a quick look at what this one is like. No, it's not a candidate for terraforming. See, most people I've noticed who come in here would scan one sun, maybe two suns, that's about it, but would ignore this. I mean, water worlds are quite rare to find, but when you do find them, most of the time they're not terraformable, so but when you get the terraformable ones, I'm surprised that no one comes along and scans them. And I came across this system where a person just scanned the sun. Now I'll quickly do a flyby of this one. I'll turn head track back on. And we'll go into external camera, shall we? Like, I want to try to, as I'm flying through the universe, should have turned the orbital lines off again. I want to try to fly past each one of these planets to give it, see what it looks like close up, and to see if there's anything else on this. Okay, that's interesting. And that greyish patch to the right, top of right there of that planet seems to be a reddish colour there. Don't know what that is. Could be just a probably just a bit of a volcanic action or something like that. But I have to admit, these planets, the detail of these are becoming better. Landing on these planets and also planets with atmosphere will be fantastic, right? To be able to land on them and to fly around them, and get the buggy out on them and stuff like that would be awesome. Now, I've got no problem landing on the planets with no atmosphere at the moment, but I really would like to see it. Be able to land on planets and also having space stations on planets. There's my humble little lash. Don't really get much good lighting for them. So we'll continue on our way. I'll lock head tracking back in, and makes it, I think that with the head tracking locked into place, you don't get the jerkiness, like especially if I'm trying to talk and stuff like that. If I want to read somebody who's, say, viewing my live stream on air, viewing my live stream, I can do that. If I want to look at something else or chat on to TeamSpeak, I can actually do that. I've ran out of coffee. Oh well. This one's going to take a bit to get to, but let's have a look where we've got left. Now, this will definitely be a metal, high metal planet, or metal rich planet. These three will be, but I think this one may be terraformable, but I don't think these ones will be. With this one being terraformable and that being also terraformable, pushing it, getting anything out here without having one here as well. But I have to admit, I do like the moon. Now, the moon on this one, not too bad. It's icy as well. And that points me to another thing I was having a look at and thinking about. Talking about like the new engineers and all that when it comes out in 2.1. When I eventually get back to Known Space, I will be going into that, which I think is fantastic because I love be able to mine the ice asteroids. Now, just the beauty of flying through them is one thing, but to mine them and to get something from the mining, right, would be another thing as well. Like, and then going into the engineers' platforms, or like space stations they have, or little space colonies they have to land on, and some of the shots do look really good. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking to you what I'm running as well. Since we're uploading still, I'm just going to be having a look at the planet. The main controllers I'm using is the Thrustmaster Hot Ass Warhawk, and the Pro pedals, which I use to control the yaw like this, or yaw. And I also have this one here. I don't think. Oh, can I lift it up? I have this one when I want to do close quarters, like when I want to battle people, because that gives me the thrusters, like left, forward thrust, backward thrust, left, right, and I can pretty much not use flight assist off, and it also gives me a secondary weapon as well, and I've got other functions I can use on here as well. So that one there, I like to use, but you don't need it in this one because I've got all the switches and everything I can touch on the controller here, which I'll have to probably get my video, get the camera tonight, and I'll quickly show everybody what I'm using exactly. And as you can know, I'm using Track IR and using the headset to talk to people, and that which they don't get. So if I'm talking to somebody, I don't, their sounds, unless they actually talk a game, they won't go through. They won't be in the background or not. Yep, as expected, this one's just a high metal content world. These last two should be high metal content worlds as well. Like, a lot of people do it faster. They'll go through the system and they'll go for it faster, and they'll be very picky and choosy what they want to use. Now, What else? I'd also use team voice attack. I haven't used that for a while, but I reckon everybody who's playing games these days should use TeamSpeak and so forth like that. It's quite good. Now, this is my current rank, which is at the moment is Elite in Combat, Elite in Trading, Pioneer 6% in Exploration, and nothing in CQC. I know it was CQ, yeah, it's crap. Admiral, I'm 100%. King, I'm 100%, and friendly with all of them, which is good. System stats, come on. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Ping the systems. Okay, just want to bring that up. That's currently my balance. Whoops, we're going a bit too fast for this one. Okay, we'll let that do its thing and quickly ping. Quickly enter the system map so we can do, or basically have a quick look at what the planet's going to be like. Come on, give us the information I want. Yep, just in a high metal world. Yeah, to land on these, to actually set bases up and to terraform the planets would be a good idea if you could add that into the game. So a little bit jerky there, I noticed. I don't know if I'm recording too long, but I'm just resetting stuff. So my current assets is there, it's 1,900,000,000. They're the bounties I've claimed and so forth. The fines have been issued. That's my black market, which I've done that. I'm still not quite sure what the black market network number is. If anybody knows those numbers, would be good, because you've got telling you note of the black market and the trading up board. Yeah. Your market network. I'm not quite sure what those numbers mean. If anybody does know, please let us know. That's how long I've been travelling with, 12 weeks. So, unless the systems are visited, now let's have a quick look where we are. I'll pause my live feed, because if I pause that camera, it seems, if I pause the playback on Twitch, so I don't see that happening. Like I always see it here on this on split broadcast. I see that already on there, and so forth. Now this is what I'm using. I'm using A grade 5 thrusters. So far everything's at 100%. Auto field maintenance unit, I've got one of those. Shield generator is an A3. Fuel scoop A6. Planetary landing bay you can actually, planetary vehicle bay you can actually turn off most of the time. That's G2. I think it's been one thing. Live support an A4. Power distributors A4. Frame shift drives A5. Go to the cargo rack in there, which I only put it, I don't turn that on because I don't need it unless I have to use it. I did put 2 pulse lasers and 2 multi-cannons into here. All gimbaled, because I wanted to see, so because when the next update to Elite is going to be 2.1, that's going to have wet enemies coming out. I probably won't be back to civilized space, which is kind of annoying because every time I seem to jump out, there's a lot of things happening. Heat. Oh, we lost that planet. Come on. Slow it down. Now, I'm using one heatsink launcher, chef launcher, another heatsink launchers are turned off. Detailed surface panel, that's basically you need that out here. And you've got the advanced discovery phone, you need those two for you doing that. And pretty much I'm using 90% of my power. I could probably change it, but I chose not to because if some things, I just like to have that extra power when I'm doing stuff. That's how I set my weapon groups at the present moment. I'm currently on this one, unless I see any other ships. I fly Light and Open and also Chaos for some private server here. And it's all those things, synthesize and stuff like that. Now that's another high metal one. And currently I'm just these first couple of videos I'm testing out pretty much the frames per second on each one, and like 1920 and so forth, like 1920 different types of frames per second. And as I expected, it's not a body for terraformable, but you can't win them all, can you? So let's go to the next place. And I want to test out the quality of the video as well as other things. And I want to try to get a Twitch, a live channel broadcast each night so people can come on, chat to me about anything they want to chat to me about. That's why I put my TeamSpeak in there instead of typing that. They can actually physically just watch it and jump onto my TeamSpeak and we can sort of chat on there. Now if they want their voices heard in the game as well as we're chatting, I will modify the game settings itself so it records their voices. But if they don't, if you chat on TeamSpeak, I will not record your voice unless you want me to. So that's why I have my own TeamSpeak for that particular purpose. Plus also I've got friends who still use the TeamSpeak, and I want people to come on here and use it and to enjoy the TeamSpeak. It's there for everybody to use, no matter what game you're playing. Now in this system, absolutely garbage. Not one thing's worth while scanning. I don't know why they do this. It's just garbage after garbage. Like this system would have been good. Then we could have put two nerf like there, or put a nerf like on this one, there was a moon there, and maybe two metal ones there, a water one here, and something else. Like, it's just something that I don't know if the game designers did that on purpose. Or not. But I like flipping upside down and looking at the sun. I'll put tracking back on. And you can see, the sun does look awesome when you're sort of like upside down. Pretty much don't want to get burned though. Get too close to it. I don't want to destroy the hull
Fuel scoop disengaged.
on my... I don't want to do any damage to the hull. So, I'm going to quickly go into this next system. I'll have a quick scan of it. And it's almost 3 o'clock, so I'll probably stop this for a bit. But any questions of where I am, where I'm going, or if you see something that... I'll look over the place again. If you see something that I might want to visit, a system that you want me to go to, you might have been on your explorations, but you might have missed something, and you want me to go explore it for you and do it live, I can do so. So hopefully we'll do videos each night, half hour to an hour long video. Oh, did I do that wrong? I picked the wrong place up. And oh wow. Now this one is going to be interesting. What do we got here? It might not be terraformable, but they'll be pleasant. This one may be terraformable, or even these two could be. The rest of garbage there. Occasionally I'm getting a lot of ones on the end here, terraformable, but not this one. And yes, this is pretty much garbage. So let's scan this. What's that one's been scanned? Good. It's an red dwarf star. And also, if any stars I come across, I would probably stop recording if I haven't come across them before, and I might do a quick a fraps video. Which this does not like fraps too much. When you have fraps running, it doesn't like having fraps running in the background, which is good and bad. I don't mind it when it's like. I don't mind the recording of it, and actually now I can actually then put onto YouTube through Twitch, which is fantastic. It's just going to be now how well my particular internet can handle this. I'm just waiting for Telstra to get the NBN out here, which was already awesome. And what I'll probably do is get my webcam out off the monitor, and I'll show you what I see on the monitor and what I'm running and so forth, and you can have a look at everything what I have there. So let's have a quick look at this high metal content world. As I said before, come into TeamSpeak, join Chaos Wolf group. It is a great group to join, great people to chat with. You'll learn a lot of information. Wow, as I expected, yet terraformable. See? We'll do a flyby of this one, then we'll lock this one in place, but we'll do a flyby of the other one. Because I think having a terraformable one is quite nice. Turn that off, and that does look good from here. So I'm going to turn head tracking back on. See, a lot of times when you're exploring, you don't need to use it unless you see a really beautiful galaxy you come into, or a very, very beautiful nebula and stuff like that, or right, and you can move your head around to have a look at something really beautiful. So we're coming close. We'll slow it down a little bit, about there. So we'll go into the external camera. Now this is the reason why I do like the Asp Explorer compared to other ones, because you can look up and see the planet go past you, or look to your right and go past the big windows, and especially if you're in the triple monitor mode, it looks really awesome. Now, okay, every ship has this view, this external view like this, which is not too bad, and if you can get the right shot, you can get your ship going past a particular planet. And some people have done really good shots, photograph shots of the Corvette, the Courier, the Corvette, and so the Anaconda and all that. Really nice shots as they go drifting past planets, and that must have taken a long time to set up. There we go. That does look nice. I'll lock head tracking back on, and we'll go to this other planet where we're going to. Now, I hope people do come on here and chat to me live, if not just on TeamSpeak, or put comments into the area so I can see the comments, and they can ask questions, and I can talk to them about anything I'm running, either what camera I'm using for the webcam, which I still think is one of the best ones. I might have to consider looking at the C920. I don't know yet, and having two of them up and running. Eventually, I want to go back to normal space and go back into combat. I want to have a camera that views my systems. Like now, I get several cameras so I can see when I'm in combat. We can do some combat videos. There we go. There we go. So they can see this one, which is bloody heavy. Oops. And I got too fast again. Always well. So I want to be able to do a top-down view or of that plus my other my other controller as I'm entering combat. Because all I normally do with that is I'll switch it down to 0, get this one set up, and I'll have both camera. I'll have this normally sits about here. You can't really see. I just move it. It sits right next to the other one. So I want to get some cameras set up for that. Oh, Water World. Now I hope this one's terraformable too. It would make visiting this system worth it. I think the other one might be a Water World too. If that is so, that'd be wow, that'd be a nice find. Come here, yep. I'm gonna zoom in. It looks like a Water World, the other one, and it's a wow. That's the candidate. This body is a candidate for terraformable, and this body is a candidate for terraforming as well. Oh well, that's another nice find on this one, and we'll go to this next one, but we'll do a flyby of this other Water World. Oh, so I'm going to fly by that one as well then. Well wait, we'll just go closer. As we go closer, that one should finish its scans. And we'll have a quick look at it before, yep. Another Water World. So let's quickly go to this one first. We'll do a flyby, but we'll have a quick look on the system map to see what it's like. Dun, dun, dun. If it's a body terraform, oh wow, now that is rare indeed. 2 Water Worlds, and they're both they both can be for terraforming, and a high metal content world terraforming. I will scan that one, but it'll be a rocky one. But before we do that, I want to have a quick look at these two, go past them, do a quick flyby, turn track IR back on. Oops, don't go too fast. Do a loop. That's it, just slow down. It's got a nice ice pack. How about if I twist it like this so I can go past that one, and we'll go into an external camera so we can see both. Wow, that is a rare find indeed. 2 Water Worlds. They don't look anything like their picture from space. They're very blue, or more bluey grey than anything else. Oh wow. Plus that looks good in the background, because in space they look totally different to what they look like this. We'll zoom this out a bit, the camera if we can, and how close we get to the other planet. Let's angle our ship closer to the other planet, and we'll go a bit faster. But that was worth the time to explore. Oh wow, that is worth it. That's beautiful. I wish we could terraform these ourselves one day. That would be good and elite. Or escorting the big ships out here to terraform them. That'd be even better. Okay. Here's my humble little spaceship. Yeah, it's not that much light we get out here. Oh well. We'll have, as before, I will have a look at this last planet now. So, just because if you get that many terraformable ones right next to each other, you might as well look one on either side, as Chaos Wolf keeps telling us. And there's a possibility we might want to look, I'll come down here and look at these and then look at those. But I'll do that later. But we'll see how we go with this one. It's not that far away. Now the reason why I do like track IR a lot is because, okay, let's say I want to highlight, see that sun highlighted at the moment. If I push target ahead, that shows up there. So if I pretty much what I'm looking at, that targets that. So if you're battling and you see that's an enemy there, as you're turning, you could do that. I'll go back to here. It's like you see something drifting past like that, and there might be an enemy ship. You want to scan it, you just simply click onto it. You can click onto it and so forth. And that I find a very useful tool. Just using track IR, like you can see something up here, you can target it. And that's just one of the reasons why I do like a ship that has more of an open cockpit. Don't get me wrong, I do like the Corvette, I do like the Python, and still other ships like that. I knew that'd be icy planets, so it'd be worthless. I do like other planets and stuff like other ships like that, but the cockpit, to me, when you're exploring, the cockpit needs to be open. You need to have that view around you. Yes, you can use the external camera and so forth like that, but when you're flying and you don't want to go into external camera, you can just use that, which is brilliant. Now what I'm going to do is go down here and explore this sun, and these will probably be icy, but I will check them. But that there is a rare find. Like if I had a system like that would be super great. But having a water world, 2 water worlds, and terraformable, and a high metal content world, high metal content world, terraformable, is worth the time coming out here and having a look at them. They're quite nice to look at. Well, I'm going to be heading off because it's going to take a long time to get to these ones to check them out. So, my name is King Admiral Commander Black Dragon signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. You all have a great day now.